Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak. Well, last episode, picking Agnès as a partner, Van set out on the December 3rd sweep of Edith during the Revolution Festival, starting with Old Town, where we read the Tyrell Times special issue, talked to Inspector Daswani and his family, and chatted with some recently bathed friends. We now take on our first 4 SPG of the day.
Oh, Raymond, what's up?
Hey, Van, thanks for coming.
Sure thing. Figured I'd hear you out at least.
You wrote that Jess had disappeared, right?
Yeah. You know who he is, don't you?
Yeah, we cross paths at the station from time to time. Did a small job for him a while back, too.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Anyway, when did he go missing?
He was already gone when I woke up this morning.
I went into his room to check in on him, but found this note there instead.
I know this is sudden, but I have to leave. The longer things go on, the harder it is for me to bear it.
And don't worry about holding on to my things. You can go ahead and get rid of them. Thanks for everything, and sorry for all the trouble. Goodbye. He's famous. You can find him around the place.
Alright.
From the looks of it, none of you all were expecting this.
No, we'd never said anything about leaving.
We were having dinner just fine with my sister just last night. Has anything unusual happened when you've all been together? Let me think. You know, things did feel a little awkward between him and my sister. Something else happened that stuck out to me, yeah.
Mind sharing?
Sure, it was 3 days ago. Jess was going to have a nighttime show over at Riverside, so I went to check it out. But he never showed up to it. They had to cancel. He bailed out on a gig at the last minute. That ain't normal. Yeah, he'd never done that before. I asked him what happened the next day, but he wouldn't answer me. Everything else was fine, so I didn't bring it up again. Then he disappeared this morning.
Well, at least it doesn't look like anything illegal happened.
Yeah, and I didn't think it was worth bothering the guild over it. Instead, I took some time off work today to look for him.
I've been everywhere I thought he might have gone to, but no luck.
I don't think I can do this by myself. That's why I decided to ask you guys for help. You've got a good rep of doing good by your clients.
Yeah, makes sense. I think I got a good grasp on this whole shtick now.
In that case, we help look for him. I'm not trying to pressure you.
They're not semi-requested or anything. 8,000 mir and 5 SP on the grey side of things. I do need the money.
Sure, we could pitch in.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you.
Not to change the subject, but didn't you and Jess grow up together?
We're both from Ankerville. We've been friends since we were kids.
My sister and I decided to move to Edith after he made his big break. I thought things were back to how they used to be when we were kids, but now I don't know what to think.
Your sister's name is Carol, right?
And she's not looking for him?
I don't know. Don't think so. I told her about it, obviously, but she didn't want to help me.
She should be at a job like usual. Works in the boutique over in the Sidon district. Something must have happened between her and Jess for her to be acting like that. I feel a little guilty not having a clue what it is, though. Sometimes stuff just happens. All we can do now is look for him. Do you know who else was friends with Jess aside from Carol? The only other person I can think of off the top of my head is his manager. I don't know how to reach her, but Carol probably does.
Got it. Thanks for sharing.
Don't worry about looking for him anymore. We'll take it from here. We'd appreciate it if you waited here.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks again, you guys.
Alright, first stop, Raymond's sister Carol. Let's see what she's got to say about all of this. He mentioned she was in the boutique in the Sidon district. I think it's called Erland.
Time to start working.
I guess it can't mention so much the previous quest. Oh no, it would have different dialogue, wouldn't it? I was wondering if it might just be avoiding, like, direct lines about that because of what we already know. Well, probably not.
Taking off now.
Welcome to Erland, sir.
Welcome to Erland.
You know, I'm going to talk to you already.
Oh, I'm just glad everybody can come out and,
and enjoy the festival this year. On topic.
I was worried it'd be a bit of a downer after everything, but I guess we're all starting to heal. That puts me at ease. The way things are going, I think the EGC will be a real showstopper tonight. This newest gown was made with a theme of hope in mind. I think that's particularly relevant nowadays. I know it'll be a hit.
We have full confidence in our products.
Ooh, you sell a Star Jewel Bangle. That's for Agnès. Is that going to make her reach next level?
No, it's not, right? Or is it? I think it might do.
We await your next visit.
What's next?
Yes.
I'll treasure it.
So we don't need to do a movie review anymore. We just need to do the event. ATS plus 10. Magnanimous young lady. That might change some calculations, I don't know. Oh, you hear from that office place? Yep, Van Arkride, Arkride Solutions. Your little brother asked me to find Jess. Mind talking about it? Any little thing might help. But I already heard something happen between you and Jess. If you don't want to, you don't have to tell me the full story. Just anything that might help me find him. Raymond's been real worried about him, you know. Poor guy took a day off work. He's running around the whole city trying to find him. I think it took a lot for him to reach out for help too. So please, for his sake. I know, Raymond isn't the only one worried about him. I can't tell you everything, but I can try to help as best as I can. No problem. Every little bit helps. So 3 days ago, we heard Jess cancelled his upcoming live performance last minute. You know why? Well, it was... Oh, I can't hide it. It's all my fault. I see. I was talking to him right before he was set to perform. I sort of asked how he viewed me, how he wanted us to be going forward. I was trying to make a move. Jess was saying I'm fine if you're fine. I don't want to rock the boat, stuff like that. He didn't have a problem with how things were. But I didn't react well to that. I lashed out at him. I don't want to be like this forever though. I could tell I hurt Jess when I said that. He was silent for a minute. Then he said, I can't risk that. I don't want to ruin what we already have. You don't understand how I feel. Or Raymond. He sounded really strained. But I did understand. I know how he feels. And I can't just have my own feelings bottled up like this. And then Jess, I get the gist. Thanks for filling us in. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. I just can't face him right now, not after what I did. I get that. We'll take care of it, don't worry. I think I understand what's going on between her and Jess. Jess was just... yeah. Carol must have picked up on it. It's just the Raymond part I'm not clear on. What about his feelings? By the way, you're in contact with Jess's manager, right? Mind giving me their number? Oh, yes, of course. Van plugged in the contact info Carol gave him and immediately dialed it up. He got through to Jess's manager and agreed to meet him at the terrace in front of the station. Alright, let's get over there. The terrace by the station, right? Let's go.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
Are you now? I heard Jess's manager is coming over to the terrace by the station. Don't tell him I said this, but please make sure Jess is taking care of himself. I mean, you definitely hope so.
Then let's head over.
And where are we looking? We probably should hit the shops if there's new gifts and all that.
To see the stall.
I mean, technically, there's only a few gifts left when we look at this. 2 more gifts, in fact.
No rest for the weary.
Are you Jess's manager? That's right. Never thought he'd up and disappear like that without saying anything to his housemates. What have you heard? We were recently talking about his future, as an artist, I mean. I'm sure you heard about it already, but he missed this concert 3 days ago. Got an earful from me, of course. All he said to me was that things can't keep going like this. He said he wanted to get away from his current environment and work someplace else. He even mentioned trying to perform abroad. It could be a very rewarding challenge to the performer, yes. Well, I said to forget about it for now. He's at a critical point in his career. Too critical to be going anywhere. I told him straight up that he has no hope of succeeding if he just leaves the country now. His response, so be it. An early retirement might suit me if it comes to it. He's awfully willing to throw everything away. However, I'm still his manager as of now. So he's obligated to inform me in case he does leave the capital. So far, he hasn't done that. Wherever he is, I trust is still near the capital. Thanks for the info. That's real useful. While I got you here, mind if I ask about anyone else that might know him? I don't know how much I can say on that end. He's always been a very private person. But I do know he recently helped arrange the music for an idol duo. Sailor and Lulua, I think. They're the best I can give you when it comes to acquaintances. Just knowing that is a big help. We know the two of them, so it should be easy to ask about him. I believe they're in the middle of a concert right now. It's over in the Blue Score, where Jess himself often performs. Ah, right. Thanks again. Don't mention it. I hope you can bring him to his senses. Good luck. Open during the day. Let's head to the Blue Score then, so we can speak with the idols. Yeah, off to Riverside we go. So the only events going on... Oh, there's two. One in Western and one in Orville Cafe Iota.
I can't wait to see the stalls. Then let's head over.
I think the subway's the nearest walk point.
I always love the festival.
Has a quest itself.
This is wonderful.
Let's talk to the few in here. Hey man, good to see you around. We've got an idol performance on for the Revolution Festival show. They're a duo called With You. This will be their debut and we're going to interrupt it. To top it off, Jess wrote their songs. They're kind of nobodies right now, but I get a feeling they're on their way to being somebodies. Stop by and check the show out if you feel like it. No one's seen or heard from Jess since he suddenly cancelled his show the other day. Guess he's just going through the patented artist drama hour. I do hope he'll be back soon though.
Hey there. What is
Patented artist drama hour, eh? Oh, they've roped in some school kids. Man, oh man, you two are just amazing! So this is what idols are all about, huh? They're pretty intense. I'm really enjoying it here. Lyle picked a good spot, I'll say.
You're so cute! You look amazing today!
I need to interrupt you two. Boom, 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 boom. It's like with this tempo, they're... Doesn't look like they're matching the tempo at all, does it? Because they're not. I should ask the two idols about Jess. Should I wait till their break time? I mean, I should wait for their break time. Hi there. Thanks for coming to see us. You two did great up there. Sorry to bother while you're on your break, but I got a few questions for you. Van explained the situation to the two idols and inquired about Jess. Oh no, Jess of all people. Now that you mention it, I did think he was acting strange this morning. This morning? Did you see Jess somewhere? We bumped into each other at Brother's music shop over in Tyrell. We stopped by the store to borrow some musical equipment for our performance today. Jess was talking to the manager when we got there. He's a regular there. He was probably saying goodbye to the manager since Jess was on his way out of the capital. Did you and Jess talk about anything? I told him we were going to have a performance and he wished me the best. I was hoping he'd be there, so I made a point of inviting him. He said he'd appreciated the invite but was busy. Mentioned leaving the capital to see his favourite flower. Favourite flower? Wonder what that could be. Maybe Raymond knows. He does work as a florist. Thanks for the help. Much appreciated, you two. It was nothing. Hope you can help Jess out. Okay, back to Raymond for now. Yes, let's. We'll need to give a progress report on our investigation. I don't even know why we get the option to hold off or not. It may be where we're like, what, if I talk to people, does the time skip forward? Seems like there's two events in every district. It's like, do we actually have a fast travel for that place? Bit weird to have a fast travel for someone's house.
Why, hello.
He said he was going out of town to see his favorite flower. That's what we heard. Any idea what that might be? Yeah, I think so. He was probably talking about white daisies. Not really that rare a flower. They're really common in our hometown. Ankerville is full of them. Jess, Carol and I would go to the fields and look at them all the time. Though you can't really find any natural fields like that out here in Edith. The only ones here are cultivated. Oh, who knew? Why do the three of you like white daisies in particular? Maybe something specific about them appeal to you all? I mean, they're easy on the eyes and smell nice for one. Well, I guess their true meaning spoke to us. Do you know what white daisies mean in the language of flowers? Hidden love. It's pretty poetic, don't you think? Yeah. I feel you. But if that's what they stand for, then I wonder, are you all hiding some sort of hidden love? I don't know. That might be a stretch. Maybe they appeal to Jess's artistic sensibilities, being a musician and all. Carol's more of an open book, though. But now that I think about it, she might actually be hiding her true feelings. Well, you're the expert. Oh yeah, I don't think she told you about what happened. Something happened. Van told Raymond about Carol and Jess's confrontation, careful to omit some of the particulars. Things can't keep going on like this forever. She really said that. She did. She really bore her heart out. And what did Jess say? That he didn't want to ruin his relationship with you two. That's a relief, at least. I feel bad for my sister. I want her happiness more than anything, but that's just not how things have shaken up. To backpedal to the flower thing a little, you kind of sidestepped the whole hidden love discussion. What about you? Got any secrets of your own? Me? You're not seriously springing that on me out of the blue and expecting an answer? Yep, that's fair. I do understand where Jess is coming from. Not wanting to ruin how things are now and all. Huh? Anyway, don't mind me. Let's get back to the topic at hand. We know what he's looking for, but do you know where he might have gone to see those flowers? I think so. He asked me once if I knew where daisies grew naturally. I actually didn't have any idea at the time, but my boss did. Some bloom in the Dirt Memorial Park forest. Apparently there's a whole bunch of them near the entrance. The forest? You sure about that? That area's restricted though. Believe me, I know. But you'd be surprised how far Jess could go on just stubbornness alone. I don't doubt he could sneak in there if he wanted to. Alright. He shouldn't get attacked by any monsters if he doesn't wander too far in, but I don't want to risk it. Are you going to the park then? Should you take me with you? I understand what happened between Jess and Carol, but I don't see why that meant he had to leave so out of nowhere. It just doesn't make sense to me. I want to talk to him. I need to hear the answers directly from his mouth. Sure, why not? If he's not coming back, might as well take you to him. Let you two smooth things out. I'll let you know once we're ready to roll. Sound good? Sounds great. Thanks, Van. You won't be able to explore the forest in Dirk Memorial Park until this request is completed. Talk to Raymond once you're ready to go. That's a weird one. These are all very weird now. It's just going to be us two, though. Blimmin' hell. Hey, Van, are we going to the Memorial Park forest now? No, I'm really worried, though. What the hell is this quest now? I get that we're in the finale and things might just be weird about it, but still. Let's go. Yep, let's roll. You gonna let your sis know? Yeah, I'll contact her just to let her know what's going on. Raymond reached out to Carol before they left to let her know of everything, but she was too busy to come immediately. The group then ventured into the forest after promising to meet up when Carol had the chance. I finally found you, Jess. This is where you were, huh? Raymond? Van? Oh, I see. You must have asked for his help finding me. You're really good at tracking people down, aren't you? Sorry, but work's work. Should we leave you guys to it? Actually, could you stay here? I have a feeling that Jess is just going to dodge my questions if it's just us two here. Alright. If that's what the client wants, that's what the client gets. I'll get right to the point then. Why did you do this, Jess? Why would you just disappear all of a sudden, only leaving us a note? Did you never think that might have been cruel? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. But I didn't know what else to do. I'm such a coward. Jess, if this is because of Carol, it's not. It's not at all. I do feel bad not being able to return her feelings, yeah. But that's not why I ran away. Then why did you? You still remember that conversation we had before coming to Edith? Just the two of us. Of course I do remember it, and how we promised to keep it a secret. You sure it's okay for us to be here? It's fine on my end, at least. What about you, Jess? You okay if we talk about it now? Sure, it's not that big a deal anyway. We just talked about us both being in love with someone who didn't reciprocate our feelings. Yeah. Your feelings haven't changed, I take it. They have not. No. And I'll never be with the one I love. That I can guarantee you. That's because... Actually... Never mind me. This is wrong. Me putting things to words will only make it worse. No one's going to benefit from it if I say it out loud. It would just be a hassle for you anyway. What does that mean? Wait. I think he finally figured it out. It looks like it. I don't intend on acting on my feelings, so you don't have to worry about that. But you gotta understand how I feel now. Especially since you also can't be together with the one you love. That's fair. Yeah. You're right about that. Didn't see that one coming. Raymond. I can't stand the thought of ruining things between the three of us. You must feel the same way, right? But Carol didn't. Carol. She said something to me 3 nights ago that really caught me off guard. Said that she knew how I felt. That was it, really. I know it doesn't feel like a big deal, but it was to me. And I know she didn't mean to hurt me either. But I just couldn't. I couldn't bear it anymore. That's why I ran. Jess. Do you understand now? You understand why we can't be together anymore? Wait! Carol? You came. Was wondering when you show up. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to come, but I made up my mind. I couldn't just keep ignoring it. I really appreciate you taking the blame for me, Jess. But you should stop that. This is all my fault. I knew how you felt, and I still decided to talk to you about all of this. It's okay, Carol. It's not really your fault here. If anything, I'm grateful. This was going to happen one day. I knew that all along. It's always been an inevitability. You didn't cause this, but only hurried it along. It's probably better for us to deal with this now rather than kick it down the road any further. Right? Jess. That's not... I'm really sorry for leaving without saying anything. But we had the chance to talk now. You understand why it just had to be done. So... this is goodbye. I don't like having things end here. Should probably say something. How about... oh, no, don't give me a thing. Tell him you'll regret it or mock their friendship. Your friendship is crap. You're not... how can you not be friends if you're also just like... you can't knock boots. Knock your boots all you like in the doorway. Just be friends. You'll regret leaving. I don't know. I should totally butt into this delicate situation. I'm not mocking them. That's a bit mean. I will say you regret it. But I think telling someone... I actually do think, oh, you know you'll regret it, is actually also kind of mean too. Because you're basically saying, do it. Says the guy who told a kid's parents to get a divorce. Yeah, well, that's different. That was the hard knock times. The not hard knocking boots. You all are really going to regret this, you know? Man. I know that. I already do. But it's probably better this way, for the sake of all of us. You sure about that? You guys have known each other since you were kids. I'm guessing you don't want to leave so much as you want them to understand what you're going through, and to stick together. He's right. That's what I want, at least. This is still a lot to take in, to be honest. But neither you nor your feelings are a hassle to me, Jess. I swear it. Goddess, why would you even think that? I promise you they're not. And that should be one of your biggest worries taken care of, yeah? But that's... I know I really don't have a right to speak here since I caused this in the first place. But you're still the same Jess we've always known. Us knowing how you feel doesn't change that. It doesn't change who you are or how we feel about you. You really mean that? Looks like you should have put a lot more faith in your friends there. They're pretty understanding. You still think running away is the best choice? If you were only hurting yourself, then it'd be one thing. But that ain't the case, is it? Your actions are going to cause the friends you care so much about pain too. They're also going to regret this. At the very least, you three need to sit down and have a good and long talk about what you want. If after all that you still want to walk away, then that's fine. It's never too late. Van's right. Please, Jess. You two are far kinder to me than I deserve. But if you're willing to fight for us so much, then it wouldn't do. And it wouldn't do it if I just looked at the coward's way out, yeah? I need to be brave and face the consequences for this, whatever those may be. Glad to hear it. Thank you, Jess. I knew you'd come around. I'm so glad everything worked out between them. We owe you, Van. What you said really resonated with me. Hey, good to know. I'll never forget what you did for us today. Let me be the one that pays your fee. It's only right since I caused this. Nah, it would be right if we all paid equal parts. I'm good if that works for you. Wait, can they do that mathematically? No? Can they? You two are the best. I couldn't ask for better friends. You sure lucked out there. It doesn't divide. Well, that Raymond's request came to a successful conclusion. Van and company saw them back to their share house in Old Town, and then they resumed their work.
That takes care of that.
Quest, missing friend completed.
Reward deposited.
Received 8,000 mirror. I'll take the money. And then wonder what the hell's going on in here now. I could be way off base here, but my best guess with part of that conversation that Raymond has and has dealt with feelings for Carol. Wait, aren't they brother and sister or not? I'm confused. So it's a love triangle. Wait a second. For some reason in my head, I think, yes, they are. Okay. I mean, I was confused about, like, his unrequited love being brought up. So, like, who is this, then? Because that should have been sister. It's like, okay, then. Love... Fine. I never planned on coming back here. And yet here I am with my old friends in tow. It feels strange. Oh, yeah, the heck do you mean strange? We're all home together, just as it should be. Can't just up and leave without saying anything, you big dork. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for worrying you. You're a real handful sometimes, you know that? Alright, I can't forget work. Now that we found Jess, I gotta get back to business. Alright, I need to get back to the store. Actually, though, why don't we get together for the festival tonight? I think that'd be fun. It'd help us unwind after everything. Sounds like a plan. Heck yeah. Today's probably gonna be pretty rough at work, though. Yeah, we're gonna be busy. Let's think of what kind of dinner we can make while we're all at work. So, did they have a talk like, oh, I have someone I can't talk my feelings to. Yeah, I really want to knock boots with my sister, but I can't because the law. Like, what kind of conversation is this? Even if we drift apart a little bit, that bond will always bring us back together. This helped me realize that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really dodged a bullet there. If I hadn't been able to apologize to him, who knows what would have happened. It's made me realize that I have to be more honest with myself, with other people. I can't just bottle my feelings forever. So tonight we're putting all that to rest for good with a big old party. I'll look for a good present once I'm done with work. I'm like, what the hell, man? What if I just told them both the truth? I don't even know how many times I've considered it. I just never expected things to turn out the way they did. I guess miracles do happen. Some new lyrics just popped in my head. Oh, I'm loving the man that's loving his sister, but it was against the law. Not my part, but his part, it was very bad. What the crap? I don't even understand this quest now that they've added that bit in. If that is, I mean, what?
You guys buying something too, or what?
Handcuffs. I'm buying handcuffs for them. I don't know. That's broke my brain. I'm going to the Tyrell district.
Taking off now.
Let's go check out here. This must be a safe place. There's a quest here too, whatever's going on. Here you are. I've got you that person-snatcher and carjacker who were causing problems. Now to get that lost kit back to their mother. I know I'm forgetting something else though. Did someone drop something? Was that it? Incredible. Just incredible. Where are my manners? Thank you for all of your help. We sincerely appreciate it. Oh, seeing that kind of skill gives me goosebumps. He's nothing like the investigators we're used to dealing with. Lahad's in. A real shame you missed out on seeing Lahad work. It's an impressive sight. You know, there seem to be a fewer low-timed thugs lurking around the Revolution Festival this year. Perhaps they decided to hold back a little this year after the emergency declaration we had. I certainly won't complain. You can tell everyone's holding back this year after what happened, but people still seem to be having a good time today. I'm glad for that. I just have to believe that's not how this works out. You know, it's not the worst thing, teaming up with the cops on something like this. It's almost noon now. The flow of people's probably going to shift. When it comes to festivals like this, it's those junctions that can make or break things. Time to link up with the others and start moving. Lahad's moves are always so impressive. I hadn't seen him do martial arts for a while. Truth be told, I can't help but look up to someone like that when I see they're so talented. We police have got to get it together. We can't have Bracer outshining us. Yeah, well, he's a Bracer. He's meant to be a one-man army, and you're meant to be a force. It's a bit different, isn't it? We've been all over the place, but it doesn't feel like we've done enough. Even after being here all day, something's missing. We should be having more fun than this. Don't worry, I have just the thing. You're free after 8, right? I've got a surprise waiting for you. Yeah, I can hang out then. It sounds like Chen's gonna be out late tonight anyway.
The next generation.
What's the surprise, Marilyn? Tell me. Don't keep me in suspense. My lips are sealed. If I told you, then it wouldn't be a surprise anymore. What are you girls talking about? Sounds fun, whatever it is. Fill me in! Just when I thought you were back to normal, you're doing that again. You really never changed, Peter, and I definitely don't mean that as a compliment. You guys, don't give me that look again. Man, I thought I was all over that after... I was all over that after taking care of things with my dad. Guess old habits really do die hard. Man, I can't believe I let my guard down and slipped back in my old habit right as the year's about to end. Oh well, I'm having dinner tonight with my dad anyway, so I won't be able to tag along with the girls on whatever they're doing. I want to speak to you, Peter. You're lapsing. I wish I knew what Marilyn's big surprise is. Oh well, whatever she has in mind, I'm sure it'll be fun. After everything that's happened recently, nobody can complain if this year's festival is a little lacking. We're lucky to still even have one. We're going to make absolute sure Peter learns to read delicate situations better. Anyhow, it seems like we still have a few hours before our meeting with Shakar tonight. I plan on spending that time with these two. I'd like to celebrate both San and Peter's recent growth soon. They deserve it.
Please step on up.
What's going on over here? I was on top of me. It just never ends. There's always more work to do. But they wouldn't call me the part-time pro if I couldn't power through it. Power through it I will. Besides, I'll gladly take a busy cafe during the festival if that means Edith is at peace again. This festival is awesome. There weren't festivals like this in Alsaim. There are so many people from all over the world. It's fun. I'm so glad to see Lolo look so happy. He got to see his friends earlier this morning, so he's on top of the world right now. The fact we're able to walk through this festival and simply enjoy it must be a sign that we're finally adjusting to life in the city. Once my husband and I meet up later tonight, we plan to celebrate some more at our temple. But in the meantime, until then, I'm simply going to keep taking all of this in with our son. Damn. And yes, you've got some money put aside. Can you ask me to do a job where I investigate into who Raymond's unrequited love is? So I can finally put this to bed, please? Thanks.